Hey everyone, welcome to Sweetbay Knits. My name is Rebecca and this is where I share my knitting content. It has been a very long time since I've uploaded a video. I think it might have been a year. I think the last time I uploaded a video was after last year's Carolina Fiber Fest in Raleigh, North Carolina. And today I just went to the Fiber Fest for this year and I wanted to share what I got. I have completed a lot of projects since the last time I uploaded a video. In fact, last summer after the Ravelry Games, I had done the whip event to get kind of my works in progress kind of completed because I had a lot on the needles. And I never uploaded the video. I really should maybe just go back and just do that before this one, but we're here now, it's fine. So yeah, I finished a lot of projects last summer and I knit a lot of projects for Christmas, I think 5 or 6, and I made this sweater. So I'm just gonna start off with finished objects. This is the only one I have to show because most of them were gifts and I would honestly have to go back to my Ravelry project page to kind of go through all the things I've completed since my last video. So we're just gonna start fresh. This is the Sundi sweater, and I cannot remember the name of the designer, but it's been a popular pattern, I think, on social media. I knit this in Knitting for Olives merino and soft silk mohair, and the colors are licorice and marzipan. The soft silk mohair for the lighter color is actually cream. I ordered cream and licorice initially, but when I did my swatch, I didn't like how bright the cream was against the black, and so I decided to go with marzipan. And since I had so much soft silk mohair, I didn't think it was going to change the color of marzipan that much, so I just stuck with the soft silk mohair that I had and just got a different color in the merino. And I really love it. I need to reblock it. I goofed on this stripe somehow, and then when I was weaving in the ends, I pulled some of the ends a little too tight on the back, so the stripes aren't perfect. But yeah, I just need to reblock it. I can't even remember what size I made, but I will put the link to my Ravelry page down below because I kept good notes. I really like it. This is the first project I've ever put elastic thread in. I did that on the neck, and I'm really glad I did because I feel like it's gonna keep its shape. But yeah, I love a raglan sweater. I just wanted this to feel like putting on a sweatshirt, and I accomplished that. And I feel like I can wear this with almost anything. A lot of fluff comes off of it. I wore it for the first time today, and like there was fluff like coming off of it in my car. But that's fine. That's just to be expected when you knit with mohair. But that is it for finished objects. And now I think I'll talk about works in progress. I have a lot of works in progress. I actually have 4 sweaters and 3 pairs of socks on the needles, but I'm only gonna share 3 of them today because I'm really only concentrating on 3 of them. So let me share the oldest one. I might have just bumped the camera. This is the Mackworth sweater by Andrea Mowry. Every time I pull this out of the knitting bag, I'm like, why have I not just finished this? I love the color work. I love the color work so much. I'm gonna have to block it within an inch of its life. I went by the size I normally make for her patterns. The project page will be linked down below. I did mess up on the color work. I think it was this row, the dark, light, dark. I think this light was supposed to be the base color, but who's gonna know? No one's gonna know that I didn't do the right color. It all goes together. Yeah, so this yarn is by Sorella. I would not buy it again. I I think this was during their batch of yarn that they said they didn't, I think I emailed them about it, and they said that they did not buy that yarn again because I don't know if they had gotten complaints or not, but basically it just kind of wasn't up to their standards. But I love the colors. These are old colors. They're not ones you can probably find again, but they were from their fall collection probably 3 or 4 years ago, you know, and they don't repeat colors very often. But anyways, so I just need to figure out if it's long enough, bind it off, and then do the sleeves, which should not take long at all. There, that's the front. But I just love the colors. It will definitely be ready for me to wear next fall. It's starting to warm up here, so I don't think I'll be finishing it in time to wear it this season. Okay, next is a pair of socks. This pattern is by Curious Handmade, and these are the Honeybee Dance Socks. I'm pretty sure these are from one of her Handmade Sock Society collections. If you've never heard of Curious Handmade, she makes collections that are all kind of centered around a common theme, and I just love buying her sock patterns. This is the Honeybee Dance. It's so pretty. I love this. It's got like little cables and like these decreases in the middle that make this kind of pattern. It's very easy to knit, and her patterns, if you've ever seen them, they go line by line. You can go by the chart, or you can go line by line, and I prefer that way so that I don't like lose my place. Now this yarn I think was also with Sorella, and this was from one of their Halloween collections, and the color is called Reckoning. I think it was the first time they had done like a Salem collection. I don't really remember. I don't buy Sorella as much as I used to. Their colors are always gorgeous though. All right, last but not least, I'm making another sweater out of Knitting for Olive. This is the Wednesday sweater by Petite Knits, and it doesn't look like much right now, but it's like a turtleneck sweater, but it's got like a big turtleneck, and then it's very roomy and like boxy. And I have a store-bought sweater in this style, and the fabric pills very easily. And this might also pill, but I feel better depilling something that I have made versus like something cheap I bought. I don't know why that is, but yeah, the construction was very different for me, and I really enjoyed it because I got it right. And again, I don't remember what size I'm making, but this yarn is Knitting for Olive and Licorice, and it's their bulky merino with their soft silk mohair. So that is that, and that is just a really easy project for me to get out when we're just watching TV, because I'm at the part where it's like just stocking that, like I'm just doing the body now. So super easy right now. So that is it for works in progress. So I have a few things to share that have come in the mail. This year I decided to join sorry, I'm like organizing it as I'm talking. The Fox and Socks Club from Little Fox Yarns. I adore Little Fox Yarns. I first started buying her yarn probably a decade ago. The Carolina Fiber Fest used to be in Sanford, North Carolina at like this little farm area. It was so much fun. They had a lot of outdoor activities. They had sheep herding dogs and like animals, and like you could see rabbits that people used to make Angora yarn. It was amazing. And the first time I ever bought her yarn was at the Sanford Carolina Fiber Fest, and I have been buying her yarn ever since. It's such high quality. It's beautiful. It's so soft. The colors, I feel like, are beautiful. Sometimes a little like muted, and like you feel like you can kind of mix it in with your wardrobe that you already have. That's how I feel about it. Anyways, so she started a sock of the month club last year, and I kind of regretted not doing it. And this year the theme is Wes Anderson movies, and I love a Wes Anderson movie. So this is the first one. This is called the Grand Budapest Hotel. And she also includes a little like notion. This is kind of, you could use it as like a decoration on a bag, or even like, I would use it as like a beginning of the round stitch marker because it's so cute. But it's the Grand Budapest Hotel. February was Hotel Chevalier, and I just grabbed the wrong one. I love these colors together. When I was little, my room was decorated in pink, white, and green. I just love pink and green together. And then I think the movie is set in Paris, so there's like a little Eiffel Tower stitch marker. And then March's, which just came in the mail the other day, is the Darjeeling Limited. I think it's about a train, and that's a little train stitch marker. I haven't seen these 3 Wes Anderson movies. I think the Hotel Chevalier is actually like a short that's on YouTube. So once I start knitting like the socks, I'll watch the corresponding movie to go with the colorway. So that'll be fun. That's it for Sock of the Month. And now I will share what I got at the Carolina Fiber Fest. So we go every year. We always go on Friday. I have never been on a Saturday, and I'm not sure if I could stand being around the amount of people that are probably there on a Saturday. It was busy today. There was a line to get in when we were leaving, and we were there maybe 2 hours. So 2 hours in, and there was a line to get in. And they had more vendors. They had more yarn vendors or like craft vendors, but also they had a vendor that was selling loose leaf tea. So excited about that. And yeah, I'll just get into it. Our first stop is always Cottontail Farm. She makes the best bags. Look at that, it's so cute. I love this. I always buy a bag from her. And I got more like notion-y type bags this time. My mom did buy me one of her pattern keepers. This little frog. So if you have never seen her pattern keepers, these are genius. It keeps your pattern like all tidy, and then you have this snap, one to close it, but also you can snap it like this, and then like whatever section you're reading of the pattern, you can like you know, like set it there and it'll be tilted up where you can read it instead of having to like, I don't know, it's just easier. So that's cute. I loved that. I felt like the green and the green kind of went together a little bit. Then I got some stitch stoppers. Last year I got Gus Gus from Cinderella with his cheese. It was so cute. And then some little black cat stitch stoppers. We have a black cat, so I had to get that. And then this year I got a little cat with glasses on books. So cute. Oh my gosh, I love these. They're very useful, especially with my Wednesday sweater, because I was working like different sections at a time and I was just keeping my needles on instead of using waste yarn. So I would just put stitch stoppers on the ends so that they would stay put. I got one of her yarn wranglers. I like to put these in my bag. You just put the skein of yarn, like once you've wound it up into a cake, you put this around it and it stays all tidy. And it's like little Harry Potter inspired things. I also got, and I got 3 of these, her Instant Notions kit. These are amazing. I have tried to look up how to buy these each individually. I don't know where she gets these things. You have a notebook, you have a barber cord, measuring tape, sticky note, needle gauge, like to see what size it is. scissors, stitch markers. There's like a little crochet hook. There's a darning needle for when you're finishing your work. I obviously make a lot of different projects at once because I like to have different projects for different things. Am I gonna knit in the car? Am I gonna knit while we're watching something? Do I want something that I have to focus on? You know, I just like to have a lot of different projects on the needles, and I don't like to have to switch my Notions pouch around. I just want to have like one in each project. So I got 3, which meant I had to get Notions pouches. I got a couple of, like, I've gotten this size before, gotten that size before, and then I got this. It's so cute, little alpaca. Got that. And then this is new to me. I have never gotten this style before, but it's clear and it's just adorable. You can see everything in it. I'm not one for unicorns, but I really liked the color scheme. All right, that was it for Cottontail. Okay, next, and I hope I don't blind anyone with this bag, but it is amazing. We went by Fangirl Fibers. I first purchased from Fangirl Fibers last year. I bought a skein of Christmas themed yarn. So that was my Christmas Eve sock cast on that I did for Christmas Eve. And then I found a couple things to get there. I got a mini skein, the Haunted Mansion mini skein. This is my husband's favorite ride at Disney World. So of course I'm gonna have to make him socks. I don't even know what pattern I'm gonna use, and it's DK, so I think I could probably get 2 pairs of socks out of this. 123 yards each times 6, yes. So maybe we'll get 2 pairs of socks out of that. And then she had this on the table. It's so pretty. So this is her Fangirl Fibers studio playlist. And this is I Don't Want to Wait by, I think, I can literally see the music video from the late 90s in my head, but I cannot remember who sings it. I want to say Paula Cole, but I could be wrong. Anyways, I liked the color. This will obviously become socks. And because I spent so much money, I got a really cool bag that is like reflecting on my face right now. And it says, nothing, what is it? Nothing haunts you like the yarn you didn't buy. And so the theme of our trip today was we were not going to let the yarn haunt us. We would not be haunted by the yarn we don't buy. We were going to buy what we want. And I bought what I wanted. Okay, next we went to McMullen Fibers. She has the most gorgeous yarn. So I always get a skein or 2 when I'm there, and I could not stop looking at this. This is the French Novels Van Gogh collection. It is so pretty. I'm pretty sure this is lace weight, but I could not let this haunt me. This had to come home. And then this is from her Morisot collection. This is called Garden, which I feel like it's kind of like similar tones, but this is so pretty. This is sock weight, so it will probably become socks. And then when I was checking out, I was just gonna get these 2 skeins, but then I saw this little pin and it says Knitting Jedi. Yes, please. It's so cute. I love that. So that was it from McMullen Fibers. And then, ooh, I'm gonna crinkle a bag. Next, our beloved Fiber Seed. I love shopping at Fiber Seed. I got more than I thought I would. I was just gonna get a couple skeins, and then she had this little collection that was inspired by Charlotte's Web, or it was a colorway. It wasn't a collection. So I had to get this. I got 2 skeins of DK. Am I holding them right side up? Yes, I am. They're so pretty. But yeah, Charlotte's Web. And then I saw this one. This is called Tumbleleaf. This is like fall in a skein of yarn. I love this. So pretty. And then I kept looking at this one. This is called Thursday. And she said it was inspired by an Eric Carle book, but I don't think it's one that I've read. So I'll have to look that up. But just beautiful. She has gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. All right, so that was it for the Carolina Fiber Fest. And then on our way home, we decided to stop by the, what is it called? I have to look. Perry Quilting Company. I do like to quilt. Sorry if it's crinkly. I do like to quilt and sew. And I didn't think I was gonna find anything, but I found a couple books, and this book is called The Wonderful World of Paper-Pieced Quilt Blocks. I love a challenge like this. I've done English paper piecing. I don't know if it's the same thing as foundation paper piecing. It sounds like it could be similar, but I am always down to learning something new, and these blocks just called out to me, so I got that. And then I also got this pot holders for all seasons. I mean, I have store-bought pot holders, and I'm not sure if I would make any of these for myself, but I would make these as gifts. So I thought $14.99, I'm gonna get that. And then I was wandering around and saw fabric. I'm not really one for holiday fabric unless it's Halloween or Christmas. And even then, like, it's not what I usually gravitate towards. But how could I not? How could I not? I got a yard each of these, and it's like this little black cat with all these bunny rabbits, and this looks like our cat. Like, she has that like yellowish greenish tint to her eyes. It just looks like Zoe, our cat. It's so cute. And then I got the carrot one, and this one has like bites taken out of the carrots. I just love how whimsical it is. Yeah, so that is it. I hope that I don't go this long before I make another video. So maybe the next time I have a few things that I finish, a few things to share, then I will make sure to record one and put one up here. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and go ahead and let me know what you've been working on or what you've purchased lately, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.